welcome back to your live continuing coverage of CES 2018. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm really excited about our next guest, and I'm really excited to be here. This is CES Live. We're here atop Central Hall at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and I'm just excited because you're from Dimensions VR.
Yes.
And Dimensions VR is a company that's doing things very different. Our friend Kazar started the company.
Yes, he's the founder.
I ran into him last night. Kazar was the guy who had IO Hawk, which was one of the first
hoverboard brand here in America.
Yeah, we had him on immediately.
Yeah.
We kind of helped discover it. And that was exciting. The Today Show had him on the day after us, after seeing it on our thing or something. I don't know exactly. He tells that story better than I do.
He sure does, often. He reminds me often, yeah.
So tell me about the VR, Dimensions VR. It seems like it's a pod that you could put in like a mall. It's not necessarily something you're going to have in your house, I don't think. And you get into the pod and you can maybe play other people in VR around the world.
Well, let me first let your viewers know that Dimensions VR is a manufacturer brand that represents several developers and VR amusement makers from around the world. And what we do is we take their products and we perfect them for the American marketplace. We bring them under our brand and we provide a one-stop solution so other people can start a VR business at a mall or an amusement place close to them.
Very nice.
We provide all the back-end servicing that they need as far as training their employees, 24-hour customer care. We include parts and labor servicing on our systems. But in particular, the one you were talking about is our VR capsule, which is a two-seater system. It looks like a little spaceship top. It lights up. It has like 15 amazing, unique experiences that we've worked with developers and got commercial licenses for. And we have several other experiences coming. But ideally, it's an amusement park on two chairs.
Wow. So you can go, like, literally go ride to ride to ride, and ride different rides.
Yeah, I can basically recreate any experience in the machine. And
do you use video or is it all animation?
We're doing a lot of animation type rides using Unity and Unreal, high polygon, very high texture, high quality experiences.
Are there any simulator kind of features in this, hydraulics?
Well, yes, so our two-chair system uses a two-axis motion platform that is very unique of the other motion platforms out there. We're able to produce one graviton on our two-seater system with a 45-degree incline. So I could recreate the exact physical effects of going around a loop by making my chair incline just 45 degrees at the right time. Your mind takes over because you have the video and the movement matching up, and your mind's telling you, I'm supposed to be experiencing going upside down. I feel it, I see it, and then you lose control, and then all of a sudden virtual reality becomes regular reality.
Is there any part to this where I can play a game and compete with other people, or I can control?
Not necessarily. This is more of an amusement system. So you're like in a mall. Let's say you're a parent with kids, and you normally go to the mall to shop and eat. And here you have this wonderful, perfectly little kiosk system here, which provides an endless amount of entertainment. I mean, I could recreate an entire amusement park in every ride that I want right on that little
And do you customize it for different locations, or is it the same pod for
We created a one-stop solution for everybody. And we're able to, as we get new experiences, upload them and keep these systems like
Do you have leasing and financing options for people?
We sure do. You know, as I mentioned, we're a one-stop solution. So we are trying to provide every aspect necessary. So a person buys it, we help them place it, we help them find the personnel, and then it becomes successful. And what's really nice about the system is when placed in the right affluent market, like a shopping mall that has great foot traffic, you don't need to market or advertise the thing. The foot traffic alone brings you business. People crowd around this thing, they start cheering, they're laughing. And
an airport would be a good spot.
Possibly, you know, hotels, once again, shopping malls, amusement parks, fairs.
How'd you guys think of doing this?
We were going to many conventions around the world, and we were seeing that VR was starting to get this push and push. We were seeing all these manufacturers and developers, and there was something missing. They were all trying to put their product into a retail chain, and they thought that's where the market is. It's downloads off of these two marketplaces and what you can find at a major retail store. And that's where everybody's mind was at. But Kazar, our founder, he had a little bit more vision, and he actually started to see that if I connect this company and that company and this company, I start to have a one-thing solution that everybody can buy and get the VR experience they've been waiting for.
You're right, it's very fragmented. Even the stuff that Samsung has down there, and I went on it earlier, was very interesting, but it's not ready for home or commercial use, and it's still very fragmented. It's a one-trick pony. You could snowboard, or you could do a skeleton. You've got the opportunity to do different things.
We have the opportunity. First, we introduced ourselves like as not a one-trick pony. We are like a 10-trick pony with more ponies that can be added. Like.
So let me get the deal with Khazar, by the way. Where's he from?
Khazar is originally was born in Armenia, if I'm correct.
Is he a prince from Armenia?
Might as well be. But
because he's
just a regular guy like everybody else.
No, he is. He's a great guy, but there's he's got this mysterious air about him, and he certainly is just such a great, friendly guy. It feels like he's like a prince or royalty.
Well, I've had the pleasure of working with him since 2015, and what I've learned from him is his forward-thinking approach in really understanding what a consumer wants at the end of the day. Like, for instance, through the creation of this company, I've watched him pour a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of talent, and pool resources and friendships from around the world to come together and figure out this one-stop solution for VR enthusiasts who want to start their own business.
No, it's a wonderful concept, and he's a wonderful guy. He's very intelligent and a visionary for sure. I mean, he was the first person to bring the hoverboards out, and without a doubt, he was ahead of his time, and it's really, really cool to see him doing this again, and I can't wait to see how you guys grow and then what's next. It's dimensions-vr.com, dimensions-vr.com, and it's really awesome. Find out more by going to the site, and you can wind up opening a Dimensions VR location yourself. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Really, really cool stuff. I love what you're doing, and I'm so glad that you guys came on.
We sincerely being on the show. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're welcome anytime. Hopefully you and Khazar will come to New York and come on in our new studios.
Yeah, we look forward to it.
And I'd love to talk UFOs with you one day on air, too.
I'm all in it.
Yeah, you really believe them.
Well, all right, so for your viewer, just type in my first and last name, Curtis Hedges, and you can see my IMDb, and I have 7 documentaries on the subject that I've done over 10 years.
But I'm asking you, you really believe UFOs exist?
Yeah.
UFO, realistically, anything that's unidentified flying in the sky is a UFO by textbook definition.
By textbook definition, yeah. It's in reference to just anything in the sky that doesn't have. It could be an American craft, it could be a bird, whatever.
So my question is, you think you've seen UFOs?
So in regards to the wording, I'm more direct into extraterrestrial visitation.
Right, you think you've seen extraterrestrial UFOs?
So yes, what I've learned is that with a simple ultraviolet camera, you can see things that are flying in our sky that are completely invisible to the naked eye. And they've always been there.
And is this something like I could get from FLIR or something like that, or I have to go?
No, most definitely. They do make cameras that are sensitive enough so that if you put it in your backyard for 2 hours and just videotape the sky and watched it back, you'll see something that shouldn't be there.
Where's your backyard that you're doing this, Nevada?
You can do it in any backyard in the world because the activity is prevalent around the entire globe.
Really?
Yeah. So you have a lot of different layers to this topic. There's a lot of different elements at play, but for your viewers, someone who has an at-home video camera now, if they were so inclined to maybe add an infrared or ultraviolet filter and go as far as removing the sensors that block out certain light over the filters inside the camera, they remove it, they'd basically have like a camera that can see into the invisible realm. Very soft light or cold signatures and stuff like that.
And you're sure you've seen UFOs, extraterrestrial UFOs, and you're sure they're not like government testing planes or spy planes or something like that?
I really wish they were, because then I'd have a simpler explanation for it. But unfortunately, the type of aerodynamics that are seen and the type of sizes and speeds that are being recorded kind of take it way out of that range.
We do know that because of some leaks from the government emails that the reality is that the government established a commission to investigate this kind of activity after pilots from the the armed forces of the United States saw some odd things and recorded them in 2004, and that was just decommissioned. But that organization, but that was chasing that. But supposedly
I believe it was
still
Project
going.
Blue Book.
Yeah.
That was established by the Air Force in the late 50s.
No, there's one that just recently, in 2004, there was something established.
It may be MUFON. They've been around for a while, and they have like offices.
Where can people find your documentaries?
Well, right now I have 10 of them on the Gaia network, Gaia.com. And they are an alternative streaming network that focuses on, spirituality and paranormal and those. So I have 10 of them up there now. But some of your viewers may have seen a film I had on Netflix for a number of years, which was called Sirius.
Okay.
And it was the Dr. Greer story. And that was up there for a while, but now they can find it on YouTube for free. And that's named after the star constellation.
I look forward to having you on in the future, not only to talk about Dimensions VR, but also to talk about this. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Michael.
Yeah.
You are the Terrifics. We'll be back to wrap this up right after this. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.